Imagine a sleeping power, hidden behind the layers of reality itself, a power that vibrates at the frequency of your soul and that you have not yet become fully aware. You, chosen, carry a transformative force that the world around you may never have dreamed of understanding. But those who try to keep the system reins secretly feel the terror that one day you can wake up. Allow me to introduce me. I am Gabriel, the guide of your spiritual journey through the channel, The Spiritual Secret. Today I bring you an essential revelation for your spiritual evolution, a divine message intended for your conscience through murmurs of the universe. His presence here is not a mere chance, but a call to discover his purpose and the claim of his true power. What we will share at this time is not intended for unprepared or otherwise minds, but to those who hear the echo of an inner call that reverberates within its essence. So be bold and ready, for this message is the key that many seek to descend it before the imminent awakening. Ignoring such revelation would, in fact, an irreparable spiritual error. Your soul, so connected with the truth, knows that you have been brought here for a greater reason. I invite you, chosen, to share in the comments if you have already felt this spiritual restlessness throbbing within you, this unshakable certainty that there is more to the lurking in the shadows of their own existence. Know that when you enjoy this video, you recognize that this is not merely a coincidence, but a divine alignment that brought you here. Prepare, for what we will reveal throughout this meeting will be like a powerful wave of awakening, raising the veil over its true power. The next step of our journey is yet to come, bringing with it the light that you long yearn for. His waiting and search for answers begin to find his end as we advance together towards the corollary of his spiritual ascension. Imagine living in a world where every beat of your heart, every thought and action reverberated with indescribable power. This is not a scenario of fiction or a distant spiritual fantasy. This is the hidden truth, guarded by those who fear your ascension. The undeniable influence of your aura, the energy field that flows from you and silently transforms the universe around you. For a long time, this truth has been hidden because if fully understood, it enables the liberation of those who are unaware of the extent of their power. This revelation does not emerge as a mere unreserved theory or conjecture. It is a deep spiritual confidence, a reality that few can see, but that you, as a chosen one, are intended to understand and manifest. Imagine for a moment as the center of an iridescent web where your intentions resonate, acquiring shape and substance in the vast tapestry of existence. Perhaps one wonders, am I truly living according to this powerful reality? The phenomenon we talk about is simple but grand. It is the reality that their inner energy, what many call spirit, has the ability to shape not only their lives, but also the life of those around him. Like the sun that warms and illuminates even the farthest songs, its spiritual awakening radiates a force that challenges and transcends mere physical presence. Think of moments when, without even realizing it, your soul has lit up someone's dark days or inspired courage in the undecided. This is the power of the chosen in action. Certainly, he has seen himself in situations where, inexplicably, he felt the whole room change his humor when entering, or perhaps record of events where his presence alone was a catalyst for grand revelations. The spiritual journey of a recurrently chosen plunges him into these seas between conscious perception and hidden transformation, revealing by times, fleeing what we are, in fact. But why understanding this truth is vital to your spiritual growth? Because by ignoring it, there is a risk of remaining immersed in cycles of doubt and insecurity, a prisoner of a system that chokes true freedom. The perception of this power is the antidote to stagnation. It is the perfect time for your eyes to open to the vibrant reality where your choices build worlds. Therefore, allow this understanding to be deeply rooted in your being, knowing that by hugging it, you transform not only your own essence and destiny, but assume the role of catalyst on the journey of those around you. And as you advance to the next stage of this transformational journey, get ready to explore more about how to awaken to this truth can dramatically impact every aspect of your life, revealing horizons that still await being traded. As we deepen the understanding of this latent power, imagine the process of going beyond the mere surface. Think of the self-discovery journey not only as a visible path, but also how to break the soul's sacred corridors, revealing long-forgotten secrets. Each step that the chosen one takes along this route represents an unfolding of the complex tapestry that is its spiritual existence, bringing out new fragments of its inner truth. Consider the moment you, chosen, come across a monumental challenge, something that at first glance seems insurmountable. However, by activating this deep connection with your being, you feel an internal force emerge, a renewed ability to face adversity with grace and resilience. Ask yourself, how many times your intuition has whispered imperceptible advice that guided it through darkness, even when your conscious mind could not discern the way? To better visualize this metamorphosis, think of a diamond, which is initially just a piece of gross charcoal. Only through extreme pressure and heat does it turn into the sparkling jewel that everyone admires. So it is also chosen, which faces intense spiritual pressures and seemingly insurmountable challenges. And it is this same process that brings up the brightness of its true essence, revealing it to the world and yourself. As biblical wisdom maintains, just as gold is purified by fire, our faith and power must be refined by the test of life. This understanding should not be underestimated, as ignoring the movement of this internal energy means remaining entangled in the ties of suffering that prevent you from achieving the full potential that already resides within you. Continuing asleep in this knowledge ensures an existence jammed in indecision and dependence on external systems that reduce its true identity. On the other hand, embracing this truth generates a transformative awakening. It is how to resurface in a new state of being, where its steps are guided by the certainty of its inner power. The choices become clearer, and life unveils with purpose and renewed direction. Like the phoenix that resurfaces from their own ashes, who embraces the latent power, reborn in a powerful and unshakable way. At this moment, it reflects on the depth of this knowledge and the doors it can open in its existence. Understanding and accepting its innate strength is only the principle of transformation. As we direct ourselves to an even more intimate understanding of the mechanisms of this spiritual awakening, prepare to explore the processes that will allow you to channel this energy consciously and powerfully. His journey continues to unfold, and the best is yet to come. Let us remember that the spiritual mechanisms we previously explored are integrated parts of a cosmic dance, where each movement is carefully orchestrated to guide it to its highest purpose. As we deepen, it is important to understand that this journey is not linear, but spiral, each return bringing renewed wisdom and depth to its experience. Think of the journey of the chosen as a moth that becomes its cocoon, seemingly motionless, but internally performing the sublime alchemy of metamorphosis. Just as each stage of its development is vital to emerge in its most beautiful form, each phase of its spiritual journey requires patience and confidence in the divine process. Continuing with our third step, the alignment of the physical body with its new spiritual truths manifests itself as a natural call to nourish and take care of its sacred temple. Perhaps you notice a growing desire for foods that support your energy instead of exhausting it, or an instinctive impulse to move your body more regularly, honoring harmony and balance. The path of the chosen, however, is not without challenges. Many will find both internal and external resistance, and this is a space where it is crucial to invoke the strength acquired through the mental purification and the awakening of the spirit. Rarely the process is easy. It is often accompanied by doubts and pressures, the same pressures we already mentioned when we talk about the transformation of coal into diamond. Reflecting on how to achieve this state of alignment, visualize your past experiences as steps, each needed to achieve the next level of understanding and clarity. Jesus, in facing his own trials in the desert, emerged stronger and more aligned with his divine mission, showing us that challenges are both a test and an opportunity to reaffirm our commitment to internal truth. Given this knowledge, ignoring it is equivalent to rejecting essential parts of your being, keeping you stuck in patterns of doubts and illusions. The act of opening for these truths is what distinguishes those who remain dormant from those who really arouse to their intrinsic grandeur. On our common journey, as these teachings are integrated and experienced, I remember that we are only at the beginning of unfolding the almost unlimited potential of their spiritual experiences. You are becoming a bright, continuous transformation force, and the next part of this journey will lead us further, until we are increasingly illuminated by our own inner wisdom. The spiritual journey of the chosen is governed by internal and external mechanisms that operate as invisible forces of evolution and transformation. These processes are guided by an ancestral wisdom that dates back to the teachings of the wise and mystics of all ages. Imagine, for a moment, that you are the heir to a tradition as old as humanity itself, where to unravel and use these forces are your divine right and spiritual destiny. The first step of this transformation begins with the awakening of the spirit. This is where the spark of your consciousness begins to germinate, heated by the light of a new understanding. At this stage, intuition stirring and subtle perceptions intensify. You notice small coincidences and signs as touching murmurs of the universe, inviting you to look beyond the obvious and question the apparent order of things. It is at this point that your heart opens to realities that were once mere veils before your eyes. Then comes the challenge of the purification of the mind. Just as gold must burn in the heat of the flames to be purified, your mind must face doubt, fear, and distractions that imprison it. This is the stage where many chosen ones are lost, discouraged by the turmoil of conflicting thoughts. It requires the abandonment of old patterns and the rescue of its true inner voice, a painful process, but which prepares the mind for new clarity and higher truths. Think of the history of Job, which, when tested, rediscovered his faith and emerged with a deeper understanding of his connection with the divine. The third and most intense step is the alignment of the physical body with this inner awakening. This stage translates spiritual insights into concrete actions, reconfiguring life around its new perception. You begin to notice changes in your body, renewed energy, lightness, or even physical challenges that want to be healed in the light of this new consciousness. All of this is part of the necessary adjustment to balance your whole being, creating harmony between what you believe and how you live. In practice, these mechanisms unfold silently. Perhaps you have already noticed moments of deepened frustration by an inner voice asking for change, or found people and situations that kindly push you toward the truth. These are the sacred invitations of your soul to grow and evolve. However, ignoring this so-called generates stagnation, a state where divine potential remains asleep, leaving the chosen one arrested in cycles of dissatisfaction and longing. Therefore, it is urgent that you, chosen, pay attention to the pulse of these forces as you go on your journey. It is not just a matter of belief, but of deliberate action. The time to take calm but decisive steps is now, before another page of your life turns without the true transformation. Upon advancing, we will explore together how to integrate them into your daily walk in order to fully manifest the glorious being you are destined to be. When we are deeply involved in the processes that lead to spiritual awakening, we realize that each mechanism is intrinsically linked to the universal laws that govern not only the physical, but also the immaterial kingdom of the spirit. These mechanisms exist to guide the chosen in the search for its true purpose, functioning as a map that guides us through the dense forest of existence. In the first stage of the process, the awakening of the spirit is driven by the search for deeper meanings, a restlessness that invites us to question the apparent reality. This initial awakening is not casual. It is part of a larger design that calls us to a higher plane of understanding. We see this manifested in the lives of those who begin to feel that their daily routine does not feed the soul, a pure dissatisfaction that incites the search for the divine. The purification of the mind, the second stage, operates as a spiritual cleaning, where limiting patterns, obsolete beliefs, and mental noise are dissolved through conscious practice. Here, the power of meditation, silence, and introspection provides to mind the fertile ground needed to cultivate edifying thoughts and expanded perspectives. This is a transitional stage where the mind is put to the test, often reflecting the agitation faced by a lake when violently swept by the wind, until calm prevails. In the third stage, the alignment of the physical body, there is the integration of acquired insights and purified mental processes. Health, vitality, and physical energy become the mirror of internal transformation. Practices such as yoga, conscious diet, and body strengthening are not only exercises, but an attitude of reverence for the temple that is our body. It is similar to the care required to maintain a lit lamp, where each adjustment and attention ensures that the flame of life is constantly shining. These mechanisms do not operate on us passively. Challenges will inevitably arise. Moments of doubt and resistance are normal. However, as the story of Moses teaches us when he faced the Red Sea, it is in times of obstacle that faith and persistence show their strength, opening ways where there seemed to be no. Those who neglect these mechanisms can find themselves in a repetitive cycle of frustration and stagnation, trapped in a dance without progress. Only through understanding and practice attentive can these spiritual lessons be truly internalized. Remember, chosen, that it is through the initial discomfort that the transformation wings are given. And as you advance on your journey, know that each step moves you closer to expressing the fullness of your divine essence. Imagine two chosen ones who start their journey at the same point, but soon take different paths based on the choices they make throughout their spiritual life. The first, which we will call Miguel, chooses to embrace his true essence, It recognizes pulsating energy within itself and allows this force to guide its actions and decisions. 𖣔 is like fertile soil that, in nourishing its roots, is growing toward the sky, spreading leaves that shine to the contact of divine light. On the other hand, Liliana, the second chosen, resists its intrinsic nature. Afraid of the unknown and the changes that awakening would bring, it closes, like a flower that refuses to bloom, fearful of light that could illuminate facets of its being that would rather avoid. The story of Jonas, who hesitated to accept his divine mission, encapsulates this resistance. He faced storms as he fled his designated purpose until he accepted his call and experienced inner renewal and peace. 𖣔, who accepts his essence, lives with an inner feeling of purpose and peace. The relationships around them flourish, for it attracts and inspires those who also seek the brightness of their own truth. His challenges are real, but he faces them with courage and clarity, knowing that each obstacle is an opportunity to refine his spirit and strengthen faith. By opening to his power, 𖣔 experiences significant moments of synchrony, where the universe seems to conspire in favor of his dreams and goals. On the other hand, Liliana is often involved in cycles of doubt and insecurity. Her relationships tend to reflect internal confusion, often marked by conflict and disconnection, for her resistance to change removes her from those who could walk beside her on the path of spiritual evolution. Feeling stagnant, she observes life to pass, continually wondering about the meaning and purpose she insists on escaping her reach. I ask you, chosen, which of these paths are you in today? This reflection is personal and deep, but it comes with the certainty that whatever your choice is, the consequences are inevitable in the spiritual journey. The decision to accept this truth depends only on you, but the impact of embracing it or resisting it will reverberate all the dimensions of its existence. And so, with all the wisdom that the spiritual journey offers us, remember that the power to transform its reality lies in its ability to embrace its essence with audacity and faith. When we advance, let this choice illuminate the path you are about to walk. In this cosmic tapestry we call life, each chosen is a vibrant line, weaving narratives of learning and revelation. Let's revisit the two chosen profiles, each representing divergent paths that consciousness can walk. 𖣔, the one who embraces the power of his essence, sees his spiritual journey as a heavenly adventure full of discoveries and metamorphoses. It applies the insights of awakening, allowing its reason and intuition to coexist in harmony. When challenges arise, and they will inevitably arise, he sees them not as obstacles, but as masters who guide him to deeper knowledge. He is like the psalmist who runs through the valley of the shadow of death, fearing any evil, for his faith is his baton and shield. Liliana, in her resistance path, offers us another type of mirror. The refusal to recognize his true nature creates a veil of disorientation and stagnation on his journey. Reluctant to abandon family structures of control and fear, she sees her challenges grow without dissolution. She resembles the Israelites in the desert, wandering without destination until a moment of surrender and faith change the course of their steps. This contrast affects all the spheres of the chosen's lives. 𖣔 cultivates authentic relationships, attracted by his magnetism of truth and continuous growth. Each interaction is a dance of souls that adds wealth to the great mosaic of your life. In his vocation, Michael finds purpose and fulfillment, feeling connected to something greater than himself. Liliana, however, struggles to maintain links that often reflect the transience of their internal disconnection. His efforts to find meaning remain frequently frustrated, living in a work cycle that does not feed its essence. She finds herself repeating patterns of discontent that echo the invisible shackles of her resistance. So I ask you, where are you between these trajectories? Which narrative is you drawing, a resistance or one of acceptance? This reflection is not only introspective, but is designed to guide your choices from now on. And remember, the truth you decide to embrace or ignore will define the course of your life. This choice is your headlight or shadow. May the courage to change to overcome the comfort of the family member, for it is in this field of uncertainty that truth and freedom inhabit. As we scratch the surface of our lives, we are prepared to look toward the next horizon, seeking continuous revelations, awaiting being discovered. So far, you have absorbed a deep and spiritual truth, but knowledge alone transforms no destiny. True transformation begins where learning meets action. Only those who dare to apply this wisdom in every aspect of their lives witness genuine changes and spiritual expansion. Meanwhile, those who hesitate are back in the networks of conformism and stagnation. Let us together explore 3 spiritual practices that you can adopt immediately, drawing a bridge between the being you are and the one who is intended to be. The first practice is spiritual alignment meditation. Find a quiet space where energy can flow without interruption. Close your eyes and visualize an engaging golden light that falls gently from the infinite cosmos, penetrating and illuminating each cell of your body. Focus on words of intention, such as harmony, peace, and purpose. Take a deep breath and allow this glow to fill your heart. With this daily practice, its vibrational frequency rises, connecting it to universal wisdom and bringing clarity in its thoughts and actions. The second practice involves active gratitude. At the beginning and end of each day, write 3 things you are grateful. No matter how small they may seem, essence is in recognizing the existing abundance. This habit shapes your perception and opens your mind to the goodness and positivity that the universe is constantly manifesting to you. Thus, you create a receptive energy field, attracting even more blessings and learning for your journey. Finally, the third practice is creative visualization of purpose. Take a few minutes daily to imagine the life you want, as if you were already living it. See yourself realizing your dreams, overcoming challenges, helping and inspiring others. Feel the emotions of living this reality and anchor this energy in your present. Visualization is the language of mind and spirit, and by practicing it diligently, you will align with the vibration of what you want to achieve. To consolidate these practices, here is a challenge. In the next 24 hours, choose a moment of silence to ask your heart what the next step in your wake-up. Listen carefully to the answer, the intuition that manifests itself and acts according to it. Let this moment be the testimony of your commitment to your personal evolution. It is natural for your mind to resist these changes, seeking to stay in the ties of the family member. Accept this initial phase of discomfort as the prelude of every great awakening. Those who persist transcend. Remember, what you do with this sacred truth will define your journey from now on. The universe has already called him to this transformation dance. The choice is about you. Will you answer the call? As we come to the end of this transforming meeting, remember the main points we discuss: the latent power that resides in you, the awakening that begins a tremendous transformation, and the spiritual practices that underlie this journey. His spiritual walk, with all his splendor and complexity, does not end here. On the contrary, this revelation is a milestone, a portal that opens to vast horizons of growth and fulfillment. I now invite you to a deep reflection. In contemplating the truth we share today, ask yourself, now that you know the truth, what will you do to her? This question is more than a simple reflection. It is the key that opens doors to immeasurable futures. What you decide from now on will shape your path and determine the contours of your existence. If this message resonated in your heart, share your commitment in the comments by writing, "I accept my call." This is not merely a digital interaction, but a powerful act of affirmative to the universe, declaring its intention to walk in truth and in the light of God. We join our voices and spirits in a brief prayer. May God enlighten your steps, strengthen your soul, and open your eyes to the truths that were hidden. May you find clarity, strength, and purpose to follow the path destined to you. Amen. And so, while a truth reveals itself, a new weight to be unveiled. In the next video, we will break an even deeper mystery, a truth that has the potential to completely transform your perception. Be prepared to dive deeper. Chosen, know that you are never alone on this journey. The universe conspires alongside those who have the courage to respond to the call of their soul. Subscribe to the channel and activate the bell, for the content we have prepared will be a spiritual compass in your path of evolution. With the full heart of gratitude and hope, I say goodbye for now, wishing you feel this infinite connection and the love that guides you. Its transformation has begun, and the world awaits, seeing its light shine. We will see ourselves soon in the next stage of this eternal journey. Until then, go in peace and with purpose.